Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're returning. I am so excited to have y'all here today. Today I am in collaboration with my good friend Kathy Jo from Kathy Jo's DIYs. I am so excited to be working with Kathy Jo. She's amazing, y'all. So we're going to talk about that in just a little while, but I had a couple announcements I wanted to make. First and foremost, we are having a giveaway. This is a giveaway video. So I am going to be giving away 2 Amazon gift cards worth $25. And the only thing you have to do to be entered into this giveaway is be a subscriber to my channel and comment the word Amazon down below in the comments. That's it. And I'm going to pick this winner Monday morning. I will have the contest open until Sunday at midnight. So please, if you want to be entered, make sure you do those 2 things. Now, y'all know that I think of y'all as more than just subscribers. Y'all are my family, you're my friends, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So, as a friend, I'm coming to you all to ask for a little special request today. I have a friend in Indiana. Her name is Cyrena, and Cyrena is fighting a very aggressive form of cancer right now. And her doctors have told her that her time here on earth is very limited. Now, Cyrena has always been upbeat, funny, the life of the party, y'all, always, for everything that I can remember. So, and according to her Facebook page and to her family, that has not changed a bit. Cyrena is still upbeat. She has a tremendous faith in God. She believes that God's going to do what he sees fit, and whatever that outcome may be, she has accepted it. But there are a few things that Cyrena would like to do before and if her time on earth here is coming to an end. So the family has set up a GoFundMe page, and I would be so appreciative if y'all would go visit that page, read Cyrena's story, and if you can, please help. If not, you can help by praying for Cyrena, praying for her family. Cyrena is a mother, a sister, a friend. She's an amazing woman. I think the world of her. I always have. And I would be, again, so appreciative if you would go visit her GoFundMe page, and if you would keep Cyrena and all of her family in your prayers. She is fighting a battle that I pray no one ever has to fight. I watched my dad die of cancer. It's a hard battle. I've had aunts and uncles. You know, we've all had someone that has been affected by this horrific disease. And when it's someone close to you and you watch them, it's hard. It really is. But Cyrena has renewed my faith in God, in her attitude, the way that she's living her what may be her last days. And I'm so thankful for that. So Cyrena, I love you. You are in my prayers daily. God's going to do exactly what he sees fit to do. And thank you for renewing my faith. Thank you for showing me that even in times of trouble, I've always known this, but even in the times of trouble, you know, you look into the hills where your help comes from. So thank you all. Don't forget to visit Cyrena's page. We're going to talk about the collab with Kathy Jo here in just a little while. But for right now, let's get into the DIYs.
Okay, y'all, DIY number 1. This is a super simple DIY. I just took one of these Christmas tree cutout signs from the Dollar Tree. I go ahead and remove like the tag and the string that's holding it. And then I go through and I paint one good coat of Waverly chalk paint in white. And the reason I do this, I'm going to make this red, but it's kind of a slick material. So I thought if I put the chalk paint on first, the red would adhere better to the sign, which it does. So I'm glad I did this. But after our one coat, now we're going to use some Craft Smart acrylic paint. It's just a red color. Y'all, I would not recommend this paint. I get this paint from Michael's, and it's very watery. I had to end up doing 3 coats on this just to make it stick. So, you know, I wouldn't recommend it. But anyway, now I'm going to take one of these yard stake signs from the Dollar Tree that says Be Merry and has a picture of Santa Claus on it. We are going to remove the stake. And y'all know me. I'm not an OCD person. Little things usually don't bother me. But the fact that that red on that was different than the red on my sign was driving me nuts. So I just took a little brush, and everywhere that had that like maroon red color, I went ahead and painted over it with the same color that I used for my sign. Again, usually those things don't bother me, but this time it did for some reason. And then I also go ahead and use some white chalk paint and cover up that Be Merry. Now that we've got that finished, we're going to take our Gorilla Glue gel and some hot glue. We are going to put it on the sign, and then we are just going to put our Santa Claus face right there on that glue. Now I have cut off some decals with my Cricut. One says Santa, and I'm just going to put that on there. The font that I used for this was the Skinny, and I will try to remember to put that in the description box below. I get most of my fonts on defont.com because they are free. So that's what that font is, and the rest of the font in this project. Then I just made a little line with vinyl and put that down. And then I also made another decal that says Stop Here. So this is a Santa Stop Here sign. I just thought this was super, super cute. And y'all, this literally cost me less than $3. And these things can get expensive. I mean, it may not be as big as some of the bigger stores have them, but I love it. And I think it's cute to just sit out on your porch or on your patio or anything like that. But I wanted to give it just a little bit more, so I take my fan brush and some white Waverly chalk paint and just go through and do the edges to kind of mimic snow. I did put a little messy bow on the top of the Santa. I forgot to show. I apologize for that. But here's the finished project. How stinking cute. Okay, y'all, so today is in collaboration with my friend Kathy Jo from Kathy Jo's DIYs. She is so hilarious. I love her to death. We met here on YouTube and we have become such good friends, and I think so much of her. She makes me laugh every time I talk to her. She's so creative and talented. I love all of her projects. I love everything that she does. So y'all, please go visit Kathy Jo, and she's given me so much great advice, and I'm so appreciative of it. But please visit her channel. Make sure you let her know that Missy sent you. And I promise y'all will not be disappointed. You will not only love her projects, but she will make you laugh so hard. And she is a fellow messy crafter like me. So she's not, I think I'm a little more messier. Is that right? Is that how you say that? I'm a little messier than she is, but that's not something to brag about. Trust me, because I'm trying to get neater. But anyway, thank you, Kathy Jo, for collabing with me. I love you, girl. Okay, let's get right back into it. DIY number 2. So for this one, I am using 2 1-gallon paint sticks and then another 1-gallon paint stick. Actually, I think I used 2 to cut into 3 5-inch strips. So the 2 full paint sticks we are going to paint with white Waverly chalk paint. 1 good coat, fronts, backs, sides, and ends of the paint sticks. After that, we are going to get our 3 5-inch pieces, and we are going to paint those with red. This I do 2 good coats because this is that little waterier, y'all, I cannot talk today, of a paint, so it needs 2 good coats, fronts, backs, sides, and ends on this as well. I cannot talk today, y'all. I'm so sorry. After we get that finished, we are going to start putting a little ladder together. What I'm going to do is I am just going to put those pieces right in the middle, the smaller pieces, to make our ladder rungs. I put that other paint stick down at the bottom just to kind of make sure that it's even. See, I cannot even talk today. But anyway, to do this, I just put some Gorilla Glue gel and some hot glue on the ends of the paint sticks and stick those down on the ends of the 5-inch paint sticks. Stick those right onto one of the full paint sticks. Oh my goodness gracious. Lord, help me talk today. After we get those down on one of those, then we are going to stand it up. This is the easiest way that I could find to make sure that I got it even. And we are just going to put our Gorilla gel glue on each of those and another tad of hot glue, and then we are going to stand that one up and glue that together. This is a lot more complicated to talk about than I thought. Anyway, I take a cutting board that I got off of Amazon, a little bitty one, and I'm cutting that handle piece off with my amazing new saw that my husband got me, that I'm so thankful for. And then I just go in and sand it and round my edges with some scissors and sand that again. Now I'm going to paint that piece of cutting board red. I do use 2 good coats of the red front, back, sides, just to give this a finished look. Next, I take some ribbon and I'm going to put a piece along the top and a piece along the bottom. I was going to do some polka dots on this, and I didn't like the look of it. You'll see here in a minute on the other side where the polka dots are. So again, just some hot glue, glue that ribbon to the top. Same exact thing down at the bottom, glue the ribbon to the bottom. We're just going to cut it off. And I do leave some on the sides, and all I'm basically going to do is just wrap that around to the back and glue that down. Y'all, that's why this video is so long today, because I apparently didn't cut out senseless things, and for that I apologize. You can see right there where those polka dots were, but I just didn't like that look, and usually I'm a polka dot person, but apparently not today. So now you can see we are just gluing down the excess ribbon. And now we are going to take a decal that I made on my Cricut that says Elf Surveillance Team, and we are going to stick that right to our little sign there. Now, I did take my time on this. I have it sped up, but I do take my time on this because this is that same, the skinny font, which is like the Ray Dunn font. So it's super skinny, and it's a smaller font for this little sign. So I did take my time on this, because if not, I would have just had those letters all crazy. Now we're taking some of this green mesh ribbon, and I'm just wrapping it around my sides of my ladder. I just put a little bit of hot glue, wrap it all around, and then glue it down at the bottom. I just wanted to give this a little bit more. It was just still too plain for me. After that, we are going to, I have to see what we're going to do. Oh, we're going to glue on our elf. Now, I couldn't figure out exactly how I wanted to do this, so all I did was run a bead of hot glue on one side of that ladder there, and stuck my elf to it, and then I just flip it over and reinforce with a little bit more hot glue. I was still a little freaked out that maybe that wouldn't hold it enough since it was fabric. So I take another piece of that ribbon, and we are going to tie it around the elf's neck. Lord, forgive me. The whole time I was doing this, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting it too tight. And y'all, it's a stuffed animal. But anyway, I just tie that around the elf's neck and around the ladder just for a little more stability. Tie a quick little bow. Look how tight I tied that thing. Poor little elf. He had no idea what he was in for when he signed up for this project. Oh, y'all, I'm just a little crazy today. Anyway, after we get that finished, now we are going to glue on our sign, and I am just taking some hot glue, going along parts of that ladder there and gluing it. I am gluing it at a little bit of an angle. Now I'm just going to take 2 of these wooden stickers from the Dollar Tree. They are stockings. And I took the sticky part off the back, and I'm just going to glue those to 2 rungs of the ladder. I just thought a little bit more of a decoration. And I'm going to take some ribbon, red and white gingham from the Dollar Tree, and make a simple shoestring bow. Cut it off and put it to the side. Then I take, y'all, look at those scissors. They are horrible. I have got to get new scissors. Those things probably wouldn't cut hot butter right now, if the truth be told. Now we're going to take another gingham ribbon, black and red this time with some snowflakes on it, and make another simple shoestring bow. Cut that off. And we're going to cut off a little piece of twine. Now we're going to glue our 2 bows together, just one right on top of the other. I love the look this gives. I think it's super cute. Then we're going to take our twine and thread it through a little jingle bell that I got from the Dollar Tree. tie a knot in that, and then we are going to tie that around the bows. I think this turned out super cute. This is for my little neighbor boy, and I cannot wait for him to see it. I just know he's going to love it. Now, after we get that finished, we're taking our bow and our bell. We kept that excess twine on, and we are just going to tie it around the top of our ladder there. And that's it. Elf surveillance team. I think it turned out adorable. What do y'all think? Okay, we are down to our final DIY. I apologize for this being so long. That a lot of that is because of my intro, but I definitely wanted to get Cyrena's story out, so I do not regret it at all. Now we're going to take a dowel rod from the Dollar Tree, some jumbo popsicle sticks from Walmart, and a crate from the Dollar Tree. I'm just taking my dowel rod and figuring out exactly where I want it, and then I'm going to mark it. Now I'm taking my jumbo popsicle sticks. I'm kind of cutting them like a palette shape. I do a 4-inch, a 3-inch, a 2-inch, and a 1-inch, I believe it is. And I just put those, that angle there on the side, just so it kind of looks like a palette. I was going to do this with paint sticks, but it was so much easier to do it with the popsicle sticks because they could just be cut through with scissors. Just take your time. They do want to split a little bit, but if you take your time, it's fine. Now I just take 2 pieces of scrapbook paper, and I am going to trace out where I want these to be. Then I'm just going to take my glue stick and glue my scrapbook paper onto the little pieces there. And here I'm going to take some red acrylic paint up our dowel rod, because you are going to be able to see that, and then some white Waverly chalk paint, and paint the crate. Next, we are going to start putting this all together. So, and you can either paint these pieces or you can use the scrapbook paper like I did. Get creative with it however you want it to be. I glued the bottom one first and then the top one, and that way I could kind of see how I wanted my spacing to be on the 3 remaining pieces. Next, we are going to, apparently we keep gluing. I'm showing you me gluing all of them. I'm not sure why, but I am. Y'all, again, please make sure you visit Cyrena's GoFundMe page. And if nothing else, just keep those prayers coming, because she truly, truly needs them. Now we're just reinforcing with some glue. Now we are going to glue it all together. I just figure out where I want it, use some hot glue, glue it down. And then, of course, I do reinforce with more hot glue there on the back. I'm not going to show you me decorating this entire thing, because this is totally however you want to decorate it. I put some material in the bottom and just decorated with some little branches. And now I am going to take a red truck ornament from the Dollar Tree, take off the hanger, glue that right to the front of my crate, and that is it. I absolutely love how this turned out. And again, any way you want to make it yours. If y'all recreate any of these projects, I would love to see them. And now here is our final reveal of all 3 of our projects. Thank you again to Kathy Jo for collaborating with me, my dear friend. I love you, and I'm so appreciative of you. Thank you to all of my subscribers, my friends, and my family. That's what I call you. Y'all are the best. Don't forget to keep Cyrena in your prayers. I love you, Cyrena, and I'm praying for you. God's got this, girl. Thanks for watching. Y'all come back now. You hear?